What if I told you that some of the most iconic guitar tones didn't come from expensive amps or pedals, but instead from an assortment of random objects and tricks used by some of the most creative minds in music? What's going on, guys? I'm Cole Tinsley from Thunder and Whiskey, and today we're breaking down 5 iconic guitar tricks used by famous guitarists to completely change the world of guitar. Now, first things first, this is a video that floated around a lot when I first started playing guitar, and it's one of those stage tricks that everyone saw and was like, man, I wish I'd thought of that. And that would be Paul Gilbert playing guitar with a drill on stage. The drill spins at a ridiculously high speed, and when you hold it against the strings, it creates this crazy tremolo effect. It's definitely not the prettiest type of picking in the world, but it's a cool trick. Now, the second trick we're going to talk about is Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. Now, in the modern world of gent and heavy metal guitar, a lot of people add strings to their guitar for more deeper, heavier tones. But Keith Richards actually removed the low E string from his guitar, and he would tune the whole thing to an open G, kind of like a banjo. This gave him a very unique sound that partially defined the Rolling Stones. Now, next up is another one of the most famous tricks in the world, and that's Brian May. Now, Brian May didn't use a normal guitar pick. He chose to use a 6-pence coin, which when you strike it against the strings, will create a very unique and bright sound, almost chirpy. And this sound wound up being one of the most iconic parts of the Queen sound. Now, next up is one of the earliest examples of guitar stage tricks, and that would be Jimmy Page playing his guitar with a violin bow on stage. He used the bow in live performances of Dazed and Confused, and it was such a unique and crazy sound that it definitely got the audience's attention. Now, this was mind-blowing in the late 60s because nobody had seen anything like it, and it proved to the world that the guitar didn't have to be used as an instrument, but it could be used as a sound machine. Now, last up is Tom Petty. Now, this trick's not as flashy as the others, but I think it's probably the most usable. Now, a lot of Tom Petty's songs use a 12-string sound, but don't actually have a 12-string guitar in them. Instead, he uses something called Nashville tuning. Now, what Nashville tuning is you take the 4 lowest strings of your guitar and you tune them up a whole octave. And if you throw this in a track with a normal guitar, it could sound like a 12-string, but much wider. It creates this beautiful, interesting effect, especially if you combine it like with an acoustic guitar tuned Nashville and an electric guitar tuned standard. It sounds incredible. It just goes to show that not all guitar tricks have to be flashy to be memorable. And with that, we've made it to the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite guitar trick is. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. Keep thinking outside the box, and I'll see you next time.